My first Honda 50 was in 1981, and I remember retail on it was $549. And I did everything I possibly could to get that bike. So the way it worked is I collected the pop bottles from Friday and Saturday night on the beach, and that gave me a little bit, and I cut grass. And I cut a lot of Americans' grass.
There's no skipping it. It's not just for us.
So they didn't come until, let's say, June 10th, June 15th. So I know I'm getting this dirt bike. I've been saving a long time, and this dirt bike is coming this summer. But the way it worked was I'd start cutting grass 1st of May. So cut, and I know I got the money, it's coming. But the Americans aren't here yet, and that's when I get paid. So I'm waiting for June 10th like there's no tomorrow. I'm getting a brand spanking new 1981 Honda 50. And I don't know if you remember, but the 1981 Honda 50 was the first one after the Shriners type with the big curly handlebars. Like, it was the coolest thing. It was a real motocross bike in my eyes. I couldn't wait to get it. So what my grandfather did was he knew I wanted it, and we had a friend that had a dealership, and he went and he picked that bike up early, of course, for me to pay him later. So he shows up at the cottage. I think it's a Friday night. We just roll in, and I mean, I've been talking about nothing but an 81 Honda 50 for the last year. And he says to me, he says, go get the groceries out of the trunk. So I run out. He's got a great big old Delta 88, big long brown thing. And I think I mentioned this before, but it's funny how things stick in your memory. You used to have to push the button in the glove box to pop the trunk. I don't know if you remember them old cars, but you used to have to pull the dash down and hit the button inside to make the trunk open. So anyway, I'm reaching in the passenger side door, I drop the glove box, I hit that trunk, and I walk around back and I open that trunk, and it's like, whoa, whoa, 81 Honda 50. I'll never forget it. He said, that's what memories are made of. It's like it was yesterday. It's so vivid in my imagination. So that's fine, $549. And I remember I drove that bike, well, till I was too big for it. It would have been 4, maybe 5 years. And we put it on, back then it was the Journal Pioneer or the Buy, Sell, and Trade.
All about it, latest footwalk card, morning paper.
And I put it on for $800. And I made whatever the difference is, 800 to 549, 250, 300 bucks on that bike. And I was thinking, wow, I made money on the bike that I drove for 4 years. So, of course, it sticks with you. So a lot of my sales spiel when someone comes in is, you know, you can buy a or you can buy a or one of them knockoff brands, and you usually end up paying 5, 6, 8,000 bucks if you buy it new. And when the kid's all done it, you fixed it the whole time you rided it. Rided it is an excellent word. It's in the dictionary. Just look it up. But you fixed it the whole time you rode it, and then at the end it was worth nothing. It's a pile of garbage behind the barn. So I try to tell people, you're playing with the same amount of money, the $500, $800, $1,000. It's the initial investment that's a little bit more. So, guy brings in this Honda 50, and I remember when he bought it. It's a 2013, and the MSRP on it was $11.99. And I remember telling him when I bought it, I said, you know, you're gonna make money on this bike. And he's like, what? He said, it's a losing battle. He said, I'm gonna give it to the young fella, he's gonna drive it till there's nothing left, and I'm gonna lose it. I said, no. I said, when you're ready to trade up, I said, you come see me. I said, you're gonna make money on that bike. So anyway, he rolls in here Friday. He said, remember me? He said, you said I was gonna make money on this bike. And I was like, oh yeah. I said, let's have a look at it. Anyway, 2013 Honda 50. Good shape. You know, it's not all beat up. They've looked after it. They put the tires on it, chains, sprockets, whatever it needed, it got. So he says to me, what's it worth on trade? You know, got a little bit cocky. And I said, well, you know, they've gone up a lot in value. The demand is high right now. I said, I know you paid $11.99. I said, $1,400. He's like, what? I said, yeah, 1,400 bucks. I said, that's what I can give you for that bike on trade. I said, it's in real good shape. You've looked after it. I said, 1,400 bucks. He said, I paid $11.99. I said, I know. I said, but 1,400 bucks it's worth more than 1,400 bucks to me. I said, we're gonna make some money and we're gonna make another kid real happy. So he's like, wow. I said, not only that, I said, I don't know if you know how the trade works, but but you're gonna get $1,400 plus you're gonna get your taxes on $1,400. So he said, I'm making $200 on the bike. He said, and I'm getting all my taxes back. And I said, well, why don't you look at it like this? I said, it's a 2013, he's rode it for 9 years. How many hours has he put on this bike? Now you can measure it by drives, you can measure it by hours, but he said, oh my God, there's gotta be 10,000 miles on the thing. I mean, he just drove it and drove it and drove it. And I said, well, he made $1 a ride. Every time he rode this bike, he put $1 in his pocket. Is that what you're saying? 50 cents? I don't know what it is. But I said, you're pretty happy today. And he said, yeah. He said, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I looked at him and I said, let's put your new bike in the back of the truck.